There had been a glint in the eye under that raised eyebrow at the job centre, which he hadn't liked. It had betokened a very real willingness to take matters further and cut off his benefits if Goddard, W.G., didn't hold this latest job down. "I reckon," said Weatherspoon, jerking his shoulder in the direction of a long woven silk rug elegantly stretched out against the further wall, "that's worth a pretty penny too, to someone who really wants it." "You're joking." Goddard shrugged. "To say nothing of that stuffed object in the glass case in the corner," carried on Sid. "Whatever it might be when it's at home." "Looks like a dead duck to me," opined Wayne, who had never seen a hoopoe, dead or alive, before. "Else," reasoned Sid Weatherspoon realistically, "why do you think they've got their solicitor and their chief legatee over here while we do a simple removal job?" "Search me," said Wayne Goddard indifferently. "I wouldn't put that past them either," said Sid sardonically. "Not this pair, anyway." "You mean Mr. Puckle?" asked Wayne. "How come you know Mr. Puckle?" asked Sid curiously. He made a mental note to check on the lad's references when he got back to the office. They couldn't be doing with a maverick in the company. "I've been around, haven't I?" uttered Wayne, a truculent look coming over his face. "So it would seem," said Sid, conducting a rapid reappraisal of the suitability of Weatherspoon and Weatherspoon's new recruit for a permanent position in the old firm. "That one's called Simon," Wayne informed him. "He's from that lot with officers down by the bridge. You know, Puckle and Nunnery." He sniffed. "Not that you'd know it from their brass plate. You can't read it any more. Worn out by polishing." "Old established." Sid nodded. The firm of Weatherspoon and Weatherspoon had begun with a horse and cart in Sid's grandfather's day, which made the removal men Johnnies come lately in comparison with the law practice. "Always been around here in Beerbury, the Puckles, and always making money out of other people's misfortunes," added Wayne Goddard bitterly, wiping a watery eye. "Well—" Sid took the opportunity to lower the ottoman to the floor once more while he considered this. Wayne wrinkled up his nose. "That's all that solicitors do, isn't it? Prey on the unlucky." "They'll be making money all right here at Wimbrel House," said Sid Weatherspoon, deciding not to inquire too closely into how Wayne Goddard had come to know so much about the members of the local legal profession at his tender age. "I'll bet." Goddard seconded this warmly. "They do say," went on Sid profoundly, "that some rain falls in every life, though I couldn't tell you about the misfortune bit, I'm sure." He screwed up his face in an effort of recollection. "I must say I've never heard of old Colonel Caversham having had more than his fair share of trouble in this world." "Lucky sod him, then," said Goddard, making it quite clear that he thought he'd already had his own meed of difficulties. "The only trouble the Colonel had," said Sid doggedly, "was in dying. From all accounts, he took his time about that." Goddard pointed across the room. "Bet those two vultures over there didn't lose interest. Not nohow." "No," agreed Sid fairly. "They stuck around all right, and when the old boy did die at last, they gave us all this work." "But," admitted Goddard, who was not interested in anyone who was old, let alone dead, still gazing across the big room, "I don't know who the guy with Mr. Puckle is. The geezer in the dark blue jacket and brown moccasins." "That," said Sid Weatherspoon impressively, "is our Mr. Marcus Fixby-Smith." "And who's he when he comes out from under all that hair?" Weatherspoon looked across at the man with the middling flowing locks and then back at Wayne's skinhead haircut, and decided he didn't greatly care for either style. "Mr. Fixby-Smith over there is the curator of the Greatorex Museum in Granary Row. Can't afford a good barber, I suppose." Wayne's glance travelled appraisingly over the other man, taking in with a certain contempt the expensive grey woolen polo-neck jumper and well-cut blue denim jeans the curator was wearing. "I expect he likes that floppy fringe," said Sid slyly. "Keeps his head warm." "He's out of touch, that's all," said Wayne Goddard loftily. He himself was wearing a dark green puffer jacket over a long-sleeved, grubby white T-shirt.